Okay, today we are solving this question. A block with a mass of 6 kilogram is held in equilibrium on an incline of angle theta equal 30 degrees by a horizontal force F as shown in the figure. So let's see the figure, and this is the force F. Find the magnitudes of the normal force on the block and of F. Of course, we are going to find two magnitudes, so we have to find two things: normal force and F. Okay, and we are ignoring the friction completely. So how do you analyze questions like this? So first we start by drawing the Fg, which is force of gravity, and also F normal. Okay, these are the forces that you have to draw because they are forces, not components. So you have to distinguish between two kinds of forces, or two types. Some forces are just acting in the direction they want with angles and so on, and some are components of these vectors. So if we multiply by sine and cosine and find components, then these are not usually drawn on the free body diagram. So this is the free body diagram of the forces. Okay, so here we have Fg and here we have Fn. Also F, we'd like if F starts in the center, like from here, like all of them. So I'm gonna move this one, okay, when I need it to this place, so it will be all of them starting from the same point. So this block, now you see it's a rectangle, but we think of it as just a single dot. Okay, so Fg will have a component parallel to the incline. So this is Fg parallel, and also a component perpendicular to the incline. We're gonna call it Fg perpendicular. Okay, now we moved F here, as I told you. So now we are gonna have also two components for F. One component going up, which is called F parallel, and one component going down, which is F perpendicular. So now we are ready to solve this question. Okay, and the angle here, of course, theta, and it's given, it's 30 degrees. So solution, so Fg perpendicular is equal to Fg multiplied by cosine theta, because this theta here is going to be the same as this theta, okay, right here between Fg and Fg perpendicular. So you know, if the angle lies between the force and its component, we have to multiply by cosine. If the angle we try to find the component that's far from the angle, which is Fg parallel, we will multiply it by sine theta. Okay, you can see that this angle and this angle are the same. This is from geometry. You can analyze it and figure out how this is equal. Okay, the next thing we have is F. So how do you analyze F? F is going to be normal, the same. So this theta is the same as this angle. That means F perpendicular is going to be multiplied by sine normal, and F parallel is going to be multiplied by cosine. So that's usually the default case. Okay, only for Fg it's going to be reversed. Okay, now how do you find F normal? F normal is the force of this surface. So you see you have two forces acting on this surface. So if they are added together, then you get a value, and that value is going to be F normal. So F normal acts exactly perpendicular to the surface and in this direction. So opposite to these, whatever their values are, it will be equal to F normal. So to find F normal, we just add these two forces. So Fg perpendicular and F perpendicular, and now you know how to find them. Okay, so we'll get Fg multiplied by cosine theta plus F multiplied by sine theta. So as you can see, we have F missing here. Theta is given is 30 degrees. Fg, we can find it by mg, which is 6 and multiplied by 9.81. So this is also known. The problem is we need to. So in equilibrium, what does it mean? It means that F net is equal to 0. And here we talk about F net, which is the force that is parallel to the line. So it's F parallel and FG parallel. That means if we add them or subtract them, okay, so when you are talking about adding them, we are talking about vectors, but if you talk about magnitudes, you actually have to minus them. So you are subtracting FG minus F or F minus FG, okay. At the end of the day, they have to become 0. So if they are 0, that means they have to be equal. So if the subtraction is equal to 0, it means FG parallel is equal to F parallel. Okay, now we substitute the values. FG is going to be multiplied by sine theta, as you can see from here. Okay, FG parallel, and F parallel multiplied by cosine theta. So we have this rule, and now we are going to substitute the values. So FG is equal to mg sine theta F cosine theta. Now we substitute the values. M is 6, G is 9.81, sine theta sine 30 degrees equals F cosine 30 degrees. So dividing both sides by cosine 30 degrees, what are we going to get? We're going to get this side, and then when you plug it in the calculator, you get F 34 Newton with celebrations. Okay, then we come back to this rule that we have. We bring it here, and now we have everything we need to find Fn. So we can also open these values. Fg is equal to mg cosine theta plus F sine theta. Plug in the values. Now we have F is 34. You see, we use that value here. Okay, and Fn is equal to 68. So that's it. Thank you.